Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn November 14th, 2021. Possibly you have relied on good energy to be able to make everything feel in the best way for you. Therefore you tend to be a much more consistent person with what you want, and in this, you would have the opportunity to exert the best of yourself with the energy of the new moon. Possibly you have relied on good energy to be able to make everything feel in the best way for you. Therefore you tend to be a much more consistent person with what you want, and in this, you would have the opportunity to exert the best of yourself with the energy of the new moon. Let your intuition flow. You do not always want to pay attention to it properly, but for your best guidance, you would be doing some extra activities that indicate that it would be the best for you without a doubt. Today, better than ever, ask the influence of the moon that everything is much better for you. If you're a dad, your kids might drive you crazy today. The planetary situation of the day will exaggerate the nervous and restless side of toddlers who are very sensitive to the movements of the stars. Be cool. Both at home and at the office where the stars will also be raging. Some people's words will surely overtake their thoughts. The chaotic nature of this day urges you to stay detached. An imposed deadline will be essential for the smooth running of your projects. Look at the long term. The muscular efforts that you have made lately are felt. Lift the foot while relaxing physically. Avoid overly busy people. Don't let yourself be distracted. You are going in the right direction, but it is high time to demonstrate and then assume your point of view, without worrying about the moods of others. You have the feeling that you have not grasped everything or that you have forgotten details. If you think you are moving in the soft focus, let things fall into place on their own. The moon works over the long distance and serves as your radar. Do not fear abysmal depths. Start by doing high-impact exercises, if possible. Suddenly functional training is required and you consider that you are healthy enough for it. The chicken breast would be the right protein for you to strengthen your muscles and feel healthy. Don't monopolize the scene today. You can share your prestige. The energy of the day might leave you feeling a little frustrated or disappointed. No doubt you are ready to receive standing ovations. You are waiting for your efforts to be recognized. But the others are a little too invested in their field to care. Try to be humble and realize that the world doesn't just revolve around you. As far as your state of health is concerned, it will be improved for the better thanks to a few simple changes in your interior. If you have to buy bulbs soon, you will be doing yourself a favor by choosing low-consumption models that will be less aggressive on your eyes. Adding 1 or 2 houseplants to brighten up a room in your home will give you regularly renewed, thanks to photosynthesis, and moist air that will serve as a real aphrodisiac for your skin. The regency of number 2 today is one of the best. Possibly if you have debts to cover, today would be one of the best days for that to happen. Leave the responsibility of others on who corresponds. First focus on yourself before wanting to help others. The recommendation of the day is to get an image of a tiger, which gives you the financial strength you require. You have a great ability to make decisions today. It would be quite tricky to put together a detailed list of everything you haven't been able to do over the past few days to try and get it over with before tonight. This does not necessarily relate to professional or economic activities. Your private life also requires some organization. Also plan to spend a relaxed evening with friends or with your man. Not a cloud in sight today. The influence of the stars galvanizes you and moves you in the right direction. Indeed, we count on you for your confidence, your ease of mind. You are on a very good track to financially ensure. Working on your emotions allows you to be more efficient. The moon helps you to create a vacuum by eliminating the overflow. Enjoy a little moment of peace between 2 meetings. It will boost you. Suddenly Neptune retrograde appears, so that everything turns dark and gray, but for that, you should not feel down. Let everything have a better influence. You are at the best point of the day, and with their influence, you would get a good response from whoever loves you. Your popularity rating is on the rise. But don't be overwhelmed by those arguing for your company. You know that you don't necessarily react with one the way you react with the other, so be careful. Choose your friends and run away from possessive, destructive, alienating relationships. That's bad for you. Even in friendship, you have to keep control of your feelings, otherwise, you risk being cheated. The positive influences of Venus on your sign leave no native behind. In a relationship, you feel in perfect harmony with your spouse. The discussions are lively and friendly. You know why you are with him, he is your soul mate. Your life together is enjoyable. If you are single, you don't have to worry today. You understand that true love is not found in moments and that you need some cerebral in your romantic relationships. It is best to remain calm when everything seems in chaos. Once you figure it out, that can fix it. It could make everything turn to wellness all of a sudden. It is under the rule of Scorpio that you would have the strength to get ahead without a doubt. Leave the problems of others in the hands of those who correspond. Good echoes about you will come back to your ears today. Sometimes you feel that your work is not being recognized for its fair value, and you suffer a little from it. You should therefore greatly appreciate the indirect compliments that we will give you during this day. And they will be far from the last, especially if you continue to work with the same determination and the same professionalism. Today promises to be a particularly favorable day for you. You will benefit from the ideal position of Mercury in your sky, which will reflect on you all its benefactor aura. You will feel like you are in vain and feel that no one will be able to resist you. This might be the perfect day to try your hand at gambling or to ask your boss for a raise. This perspective is all the more true for the natives of the second decan who will see this positive influence reinforced by the very particular alignment of the planets. Unfortunately, a great opportunity that promises to be one of the most promising risks collapses into the water. Several unexpected constraints will seriously dampen your enthusiasm. To avoid experiencing predictable and painful disappointment, you'll need to stay tuned to your emotions and be careful not to get stuck in a lost cause. It is always better to face reality than to invest time and energy in vain. Keep your spirits up, all the same. This minor hazard will soon give birth to other opportunities.